Good afternoon and welcome to Agricultura Cecilium, an urban community reimagined 50 years ago to address the burdens of growth, population, and urbanization that was the result of an industrial boom here in southeastern Pennsylvania. My name is Maddie.
And I'm Mary Grace. In 2015, an amazing idea became reality. Fueled by Pennsylvania's shale gas renaissance, Agricultura Cecilium became the energy hub of the northeastern United States. With the energy sector's rapid growth and associated job creation, city planners and engineers began the process of designing a commuter-friendly city, relying primarily on eco-friendly energy sources, sustainable urban agriculture, and integrated high-speed transit.
Hi, Anthony here. Our civil and structural engineers designed the city using transit-oriented development and built up, not out. Our high-rise buildings contain a mixture of residential, commercial, manufacturing, retail, and civic spaces, with all amenities located within a 10-minute walk of a transportation stop. A key feature for sustainability was the implementation of vertical farming towers. These high-rise greenhouses were developed to produce food year-round for consumption in surrounding neighborhoods.
Fish grow in large tanks on several floors of the farming towers. The water from the fish waste is circulated periodically through growing beds where fruits and vegetables grow as well. The ammonia from fish waste in the water is converted into nitrogen that the plants use as vegetables. Eventually, the clean water makes its way back down to the tank where it continues the cycle. This technique is called aquaponics. Along with the crops, the fish are harvested for local consumption. Computer and civil engineers made this technology easier for us by implementing analyzers in our systems that virtually eliminated traditional problems that shut down aquaponics systems.
With most jobs located in and around the city, our transportation system engineers developed a high-speed mode of public transportation to connect workers in surrounding areas up to 300 miles away, with job opportunities in the city without the need to relocate. They called our new transit systems the Dynatubes. All Dynatubes and other forms of transportation pass through Campmire Station in the center of the city.
Life was good. After 30 years of existence, unemployment was down and wages were up. However, full-time residents living in the city outpaced original design expectations, and the population grew to over 88,000 residents. High-speed transit ridership hit an all-time high, with an additional 50,000 workers commuting in for daily work. Sparked by concerns of worker absenteeism, the Department of Health issued a report based on anonymous medical data compiled from citizens' cloud-based online medical records.
The report showed how poor dietary choices led to a steady increase in cases of cancer, obesity, and heart disease. Areas in the city were labeled food deserts because of lack of fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and fresh meats. Agricultura Cecilium had outgrown its vertical farming model of sustainability. The Agricultura Cecilium University Department of Public Health had issued new dietary laws called the Cecilium Diet, which would help citizens improve their overall health. The diet is based off of eating primarily plant-based foods at every meal, with fish or poultry as an animal protein source 3 to 4 times a week.
Two staple foods for the Cecilium diet identified to help promote cardiovascular health and target obesity were soybeans and barramundi fish. Soybeans are the only plant that are a source of complete protein and contain all 9 essential amino acids. They are also a good source of soluble fiber. With the barramundi are high in omega-3 fats, low calorie, and sustainable. They eat mostly kelp and plankton, which makes them free of harmful mercury and PCBs.
With the vertical farming towers effective but undersized, a multidisciplinary team of graduate engineers from the university were tasked with developing a sustainable way to produce both staple foods. With all open space reserved for recreation, the team looked north to a large plot of land that was along the river that was in service as an active landfill.
Civil engineers had developed a way to cap the decommissioned sections of landfill to grow crops directly on top. So when decommissioning a section of landfill, a porous geotextile fabric is installed with a 3-foot layer of soil over top as the growing medium for the soybeans. Under the landfill, a leachate system collects all the liquids that permeate through the landfill, where it picks up ammonium nitrate along with many other compounds.
The treatment system on the leachate collector strips volatile organic compounds and metals from the liquid and converts this waste stream into nutrient-dense fertilizer that is used on the soybeans. Decomposition of landfill waste generates methane gas that is collected and sent to a gas scrubber, where water, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, and other impurities are removed. and the energy is used as fuel in our gas-to-energy facility that produces 10 megawatts of electricity.
And freshwater lagoons at the base of the landfill were modified by mechanical engineers to be completely independent of the river, with no tidal flow going in or out. Aquaculture farms at the base of the landfill were built to raise and harvest barramundi fish. To remove fish waste, a water circulation system is used to pump lagoon water to the top of the landfill, where it is used by soybeans as nutrients.
Any nutrient runoff from the soybean farms is collected in a basin at the bottom of the landfill, where it is used to grow algae and baitfish for use in our aquaculture system. This approach takes aquaponics from the small scale and shows that on a large scale, aquaponics can be sustainable and commercially viable.
Essential for the sustainability of our landfill conversion and lagoons, environmental challenges were put in place in order for the changes to be fully implemented and to place limits on the quality of the fluid that is released back to the river. So continuous analyzers now monitor permit limits, and our environmental engineers maintain operational compliance with state agencies.
Now, in 2065, 20 years after implementing the Cecilium diet,
Agricultura Cecilium is the nation's model for sustainable agriculture
by taking urban farming to the ultimate level.
Can you tell me more about your transportation systems?
One of the key features in our transportation system is our Copenhagen Wheel Bike Share program. These bikes are special because instead of using primarily human-based power to push the bike to go up terrains, this uses a Wi-Fi area and a small motor that actually tracks your routes that you ride frequently, and it also makes all terrain feel like flat ground.
We also have a train system called the Dynatube. It is run on solar energy. That we have solar panels on each of our stations. It is a vacuum-powered train that levitates in a tube, and we have a transit-oriented development, which means that all of the places you need to go are based around a train station. So if you need to go to the hospital, it's right next to their Camp Mara station.
Another train system that we have is the maglev, and it's mostly in the subterranean level of our city, and it's powered by magnets, and we use it to transport goods throughout the city.
Can you tell me about your most amazing technology?
Well, this has never been done before. We took a decomposed landfill and used it for terrace farming for our soybeans and other vegetables and fruits.
And it works because we put 3 feet of soil on top of the landfill with a geotextile fabric, so none of the harmful chemicals can get into our plants. And the water, when it rains, the water that goes through the soil and picks up chemicals from the trash, it becomes leachate, and we collect that and send it to our water filtration system, and we can use it on the soybeans and throughout the city. And the decomposing trash in the landfill creates methane. We collect the methane and send it to a gas scrubber, and once it's clean, we can use it as energy.
Another cool technology thing that we have is our analyzer tower from ITT Tech, and it basically is eliminating all of the harmful wires that can pass through people as they're driving around to give them radiation, and it also controls all of the Wi-Fi and electrical areas in the whole city.
We also have a research facility that makes robots for our hospital that helps clean and everything.
This was originally derived from a Ebola robot that would go through some said hospitals that were had the virus, and it would clean it with a super powerful chemical.
Tell me about your disaster preparedness.
We have a super drain in the subterranean level of our city, so if there's ever flooding or a tsunami, the water, instead of flooding the city, will go into the holes in the drain and go into the ground.
We also have our disaster preparedness team. It's kind of like the Catholic Relief Services, and if there's a disaster anywhere in our city, this nonprofit team will be able to go in there and help any affected citizens.
And we also, with our team, we go all around the world If there's a major disaster somewhere, like there's an earthquake in Haiti, we would go there and we would help everyone there. And we also train other people to become members of the team in other parts of the world so they could help their own countries.
Tell me about your tourist attractions.
One of our main tourist attractions is our Camp Meyer Station. Because of our transit-oriented development, we have lots of different restaurants and shop areas for people to come visit. So it would be a very cool experience if you came to our city, if you rode our Dynatube all the way through, and you went to Camp Meyer Station, and then you had dinner at one of our culinary training facilities.
And our subterranean level is almost like a little mini mall located under our city. So you could do any shopping anywhere under the city. Just imagine that.
And students can come from across the country to attend our college with its first-rate education.
Thank you.